Hello. This content today is proudly supported by Vita Choice Australia. Alright, let's get right into it. Do you often feel like you're stuck and just not quite happy, but you can't exactly pinpoint what the problem is? Rest assured, you are definitely not the only one who feels this way. Today, we're going to use a brand new scientific perspective to discuss this confusion that so many people share. Here is our itinerary for today. First, we will enter the so-called maze of modern unhappiness to see what it truly looks like. Next, we will analyze why the various methods we've tried seem to have failed to bring lasting joy. Then, I will share a super crucial, yet rarely discussed, mind-body connection with you through a few real-life stories. You might be shocked by what you learn. Finally, we will together find a new path that you can truly take to break free. Ready? Let's begin immediately. 1. The maze of modern unhappiness. This is a place I believe many of us are living in, but we just can't see the full picture. You can start by asking yourself, have you ever felt like you're on a treadmill, running breathlessly, only to look down and realize you haven't moved an inch? Daily, you're repeating the same cycle. This feeling of being stuck is actually like an iceberg. What we normally see are only the frustration and bad moods floating above the water. But the true cause is hidden beneath the surface, a giant, interconnected system. Therefore, looking at it solely through psychology or solely through medicine often only addresses the tip of the iceberg. 2. Why our efforts fail. This leads us to a crucial question. We are clearly trying very hard to change, so why is it that after trying so many methods, we seem to always return to square one, unable to find long-term happiness? Look at this image. It highlights a common mistake we make. We are accustomed to dealing with problems in separate categories. Bad mood. That's a psychological problem. We try therapy or positive thinking. Out of shape. That's a physical problem. We diet and hit the gym. This is like a company that completely separates its mind department and its body department. The managers of the two departments never meet or communicate. But the real problem lies here. These methods consistently fail because they ignore the most important thing. Your mind and body are never separate. The core of the problem is the broken bridge between these two departments. What we need now is not to renovate each side of the bridge separately, but to reconnect the bridge itself. 3. The core concept, the integrated system. How do we reconnect it? We need a brand new framework of understanding the core concept we are discussing today, a perspective that views the mind, body, and habits as a single, unified system. This integrated system sounds complex, but the idea is simple. Imagine your mind and body as a small ecosystem. Your views, beliefs are the soil. What you consume, eat, watch, read is the water and nutrients. Your ultimate emotions are the flowers that bloom from this soil. These three things are not independent. They are a constantly cycling, mutually influencing whole. This ecosystem has three key pillars: view, belief, intake, consumption, and emotion. Pay special attention. This is not a one-way street. It is a circle. A faulty view, the soil itself is problematic, will lead you to seek unhealthy intake using the wrong fertilizer, which will naturally only grow negative emotions. Bitter fruit. This bitter fruit, in turn, will reinforce your initial faulty view. See, this is a vicious cycle. Let me give you the simplest example. It's like desperately wanting to drive around but absolutely refusing to learn how to step on the brakes. Think about it. Holding this faulty view of I only want to enjoy, not deal with the process. What will be the result on any road? Constant crashes, leaving you with nothing but immense frustration and depression. 4. Shocking real-life cases. The theory is done. Next, let's look at a few real-life cases. You might find them a bit unsettling, but after reading them, you will feel even more clearly how terrifying the power of this system is when it spirals out of control. Case 1. The healthy fruit. The first story is about a fruit many of us consider super healthy, but an undetected craving actually led to an unthinkable consequence. You heard me right. This is a real medical case that happened. A faulty view, GI persimmons are very nutritious. Eating more is fine. Led to uncontrolled intake, eating too many at the wrong time, which eventually resulted in an extremely radical physical consequence, a stone forming in the stomach. This perfectly demonstrates how a seemingly harmless craving, driven by a faulty belief, can cause real, tangible harm to our bodies. Case 2. The uncontrollable desire. If you thought the last story was shocking, the second might stun you even more. This is about a person who couldn't control their eating habits and the heavy price they ultimately paid. The number 2. What does this represent? It means the same person, the same leg, had to undergo a second surgery to amputate another part because they couldn't control their appetite. Pause and think about the sheer power of that underlying belief. I just want to eat. I must eat. It was so strong that it could override the immense pain and fear of losing another part of their own body. The focus is never just on the food itself, is it? What these stories are truly telling us is that the faulty view or biased belief hidden in our heart is the one we've never questioned, is the unseen hand truly pushing us step by step towards self-destruction. 5. Finding the new path. Now that we've looked at the heavy stories, don't worry, we are now heading towards the light. Since we know where the root of the problem is, we can find a new path that can solve the issue from the foundation up. The key to solving the problem is to identify our own foundational beliefs. Simply put, it's the labels you attach to every single thing. For example, when you internally believe that sweets are my only source of happiness, what you have to fight against is not just the desire to eat, but a powerful belief tied to your ability to be happy. Therefore, directly challenging this belief itself will be much more effective than simply suppressing the craving. So, how exactly do we walk this path? This chart gives us a very clear direction. The core concept is to stop fighting the behavior. You should start examining your belief. The next time the thought of "I want to eat a sweet" pops up, don't just suppress it. You can try asking yourself, why do I believe that only this thing can make me happy? When you start to question these labels you've always believed, you have already taken back control. Remember, true healing always begins with a shift in perspective. Finally, I want to leave a question for everyone. Take a moment to quietly reflect. In your life, is there any repeated habit whose behind-the-scenes driver is a long-held belief you have never truly examined? Finding it might just be your first step out of this maze of unhappiness.